Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Stock Market Technical Analysis for Wednesday, January the 13th, 2021. Excited this morning? Sorry, I have to be on camera with a hat, but no, I guess I have to showcase the successful trading gears. Thank you to Team 237. Merci pour avoir rendu ça possible. So we have our logo on on the piece of cloth. So that's what my excitement is all about this morning. So merci beaucoup pour les gens qui ont permis de faire ça. All right, so very good. Let's say hello to our usual suspect in the room. Hey, good morning, Miss Lorraine. I'm not sure if you were able to get access to the Discord. Since we spoke last time, I gave you a few pointers of how to get a hold of us. I mean, you have been here every single time. So um, if that's important to you, for you, absolutely, we would like to have you in our Discord. I just say that I could not share the Discord live here on YouTube as this is a stream for the rest of the world. So, but please, by all means, just send us an email, or my email is telex@successfultradings.com, right? So everybody knows that, and I will definitely give you access to our Discord room. All right. Hello, Mr. Andrew. Good morning, sir. Mr. Andrew has a question this morning. Could you please take a look at some gappers, plug, and F-sale? Okay, we will do that, definitely. That's one of the things that we do here in the stock market technical analysis daily. Miss Lorraine saying, yeah, Miss Lorraine, well, we were not able to get access. I'm not sure where you requested that. So I'm saying that just send me an email, telex@successfultradings.com, and I can get you the link. Very good. Who else? So Mr. Andrew, yep, Mr. Andrew, beautiful guest. Miss Festus, hello, how are you? Hello, 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 Dimi Prophet. Bonjour, mon ami. Comment ça va? And Miss Lorraine, we already say hello. Very good. Let's just go ahead and dive in. So we usually, what we do on here, if this is your first time on Successful Trading, live trading morning show. It's weekdays. Nowadays, you may have noticed I bumped it up to 8:50. Before it was 8:45, and I will come late. I don't like being late at all. So at least maybe I'm managed by 1 minute today to be right on time, right? So so, well, I mean, for us, the aim is definitely is that in 30 minutes time, we can give you a condensed view of what's important to you, to us, to be able to make money in. It's the same principle. After a while, I mean, we talked about having a routine in pre-market. I hope by now, we are January 13, 2021. You have your routine, your pre-market routine set, and I mean, tweaking it here and there. So many this show is just confirming some of the things that you have gone through, really. And if you get into that, I can guarantee you that's a solid foundation into how to go about attacking the market. We say hello to Miss Marcy, who just walked in. Glad to have you. And so, top-down analysis, SPY, QQQ, IWM, and then we dive into, we have a couple of requests on PLUG and FCell, a couple of gappers, and then I think I have a couple of stock that I studied this morning that I want to bring forth as well. So I'm writing them down here such that I do not forget. That's at least as of now for stock. This is the time, folks, if you want stock for me to take a look at some of the setup on your specific stock that you have interest in. Yeah, if that's can be a help, please do not wait in about 20 minutes when we are about to close the show. All right. So which screen are we sharing? Okay, so we are here. Let's just go here and on Trading View. This Trading View, if you are new, again, you're a new trader, because I know it's a new year, people make resolution. This is a time where you see people motivated. And not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But we can make those resolutions at any point of time, right? When we realize the importance of something, typically us as human, we make the necessary sacrifices, not sacrifices, I'm not talking about, or the necessary commitment to devote time to something that we see value in. All right, so here is our SPY, our good friend SPY. Today is Wednesday, so you know what we should be doing. I mean, for me, it's like I'm repeating myself on here, right? When I say, okay, today is Wednesday, you know what we will be doing on SPY. If that doesn't resonate with you at all, then send me a comment on this video or try to get a hold of me. You can go to our website, successfultradings.com, and say, what do you mean by that? So for those who know definitely what that means, we don't need to linger any further. That we like trading SPY on expiration days, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So it's starting relatively flat on here. So, and we know that the more time passes, folks, we trade weekly options. So for us, the more time passes in a week, meaning that we ideally we like to make money on Friday the most, because that's when options are the cheapest. Weekly options are the cheapest, except that there's little time left on them. Thursday, fantastic. A prime day like Wednesday, especially Wild Wednesday, where there are opportunities. It seems like Wednesday, why do we call Wednesday Wild Wednesday? Because opportunity tends to come in both directions. So we love that. We love when the market is moving. The only thing we don't like when the market is going sideways. The market dropping, or a stock in general, not the market. I mean, a stock dropping big or a stock gapping, gaining big on the bullish side. That's our friend. That's our friend. So, all right. So SPY is flat this morning, and we will see what they have in store for us. I mean, the last couple of days I've been doing fake moves on here and there. I mean, you can see here, these are the 15-minute charts on here. They haven't really made substantial move. 2 points here and there. For us, SPY value start coming 3-4 points move. That's where we see substantial gain on the option side. So let's look for SPY, how they set it up on the typically Wednesdays. There are wild moves. That's what the name comes in. QQQ yesterday, again, a bunch of head fake. It was bearish for a good while, right? And then from 12, it went a little bit. But the move here on QQQ, so for the 12, we started here, 315 thereabouts. I mean, it went sideways. So if we got involved somewhere here from 315 to 312, 4 points, it was kind of decent. I mean, there's really one big candle, 15 minutes, but they didn't carry out. Actually, they fake it. That's something that the algo, they do a lot, right? They do a lot of head fakes. So here's a fake, and below a lower Bollinger Band, and it never carried out. Actually, it went the opposite way. Notice, study chart, folks. You will see this a lot. So spend time looking 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart to see, especially for those indexes, right? If you want to trade them, if you want to trade any stock, spend time analyzing, so you will find something of value that you can apply. I guarantee you there's no secret into trading the stock market. While all of this was going on, there's this ETF, IWM, the small cap. Folks, this is what small cap IWM has been doing. It was the most bullish yesterday. SPY, QQQ, they were struggling a little bit here and there. IWM was steady, gaining 1 point something %. And for us, every single time we look at this, it's almost like we're saying, oh, this thing is up. But it has had small dips. So I need to make a mental note here for myself. Hey, I need to wait for IWM to dip a little bit soon. And then whenever it does a candle like this, you see this big red candle here, the next day, look what happened. So the dip are being bought on here over the last, since December the 12th. No, actually, this 12 here it was yesterday. This is a 15-minute chart. I want to go to the daily chart to showcase which that I'm talking about. Okay, this is the daily chart of IWM. We haven't had that many. I mean, a small dip on here toward the end of the year, the last week of the year, but we start the year higher highs. Even on red day, we have had one red day so far on IWM, was January 8th, last Friday. And then we resume posting higher highs. So that's, you want to identify something that has momentum. And the way for us we trade, trust me, if I get into the trade on IWM, I will set it up that even if there is a pullback, and we know how to make money out of that. But what's will get me into a trade, this trade, because it's moving. It's showing trend that is moving. So if it faces resistance and it goes through a brief correction, we can take advantage of that by the use of strangles, because the direction is really bullish overall. We have always said here, repeated here, that when a stock start attacking the upper Bollinger Band, we are to get involved. Involved because only two things can happen. Either the momentum will continue upward, or it will retrace towards the support. In this case here, the usual support is going to be the first of the moving averages here, so which is usually the moving exponential 8 in my case on my chart on here, right? Notice how the yellow line, because that's the recent momentum. It looks at the 8 last candles versus EMA 20 looks at the more a larger size of candles, or time, if you will. In this case here, each candle, it's a daily candle, so that's 20 days versus 8 days. So which that's happening recently, it's what transpired on the yellow line. Which that happened over the last 20 days, it's what transpired over the green line. So a stock is moving in either direction, the closest support or resistance will always be that yellow line. Except let's say there was one outlier, one big move on there, that's you will always see that. So price, and then EMA 8, and then EMA 20. Or hopefully that helps on there. So let's see if something. For me here, I have a hard time. Let's say if you ask me right now, what should I do on here? I will have a hard time just buying straight up calls on here, because this thing is a little bit stretched, right? It needs to cool off. If it cools off and it come back to the moving average, yeah, that's a good entry point to go long. All right, so very good, very good. So let's go ahead, as we are currently 9:02 Eastern time in New York City and in Montreal. Yeah, either I say Montreal or say Toronto. You know that. There are plenty of other cities on the East Coast. Well, I will have said Florida. Okay, give me a city in Florida, Miami, whatever. And in my beloved city of Douala, what time is it right now? Is it 3 p.m.? Yeah, it's +9 or +8. I don't know if, yeah, we didn't do a change time. So it's +9. So it's 3 p.m. in Douala. Hello, Douala. All right. So let's go into some of the stock of interest here for us. I didn't know about plug, so I got the information from our good friend Mr. Andrew. But so we can, let's say maybe if we do our usual thing on here, that it's already. This screen is always on. Yeah, my FinView screen is always on by default. So I just come in pre-market and it's always there. Oh my goodness. Plug Power. I've never traded that stock, but it doesn't mean anything. Folks, when I say that I've never traded stock, please do not misinterpret it as no. I'm saying that no. Just that mean that for me, in order to speak about something, obvious to provide value, right, to you guys on here, if I have familiarity with the stock, yes, I can. I think I'm more in a position to add value on those. So when I say that I have never traded a stock, meaning that's for me saying that, okay, I'm discovering this. So P-plug here is up 7%. I do not know why or anything, but I'm looking at the chart, my friend. Oh my goodness. See the pattern we have talked about, right? Look at this stock chart since 2021. It closed at about 30 or something the first 2 days of but since I've been above 40, that's a brand new momentum. Yeah, so we talked about that yesterday, that these are the type of stock you need to get involved, but I don't want you to get involved in them by just assuming that, oh, they're gonna continue up all the way to the moon. No. That's type of reasoning just gets you into a lot of wahala. Yeah, so but I mean, you can set up a trade on P-plug on here. Yeah, that you are guaranteed to take advantage of it no matter what happened. So obviously for those who have been following that, let's say for a while, let's say above 50, in just 2 days, literally 2 days, the stock is going from 50 to 70. I don't know. Are they curing the pandemic or whatever? I don't know. Electric equipment and parts. To gain $20 in 2 days, this is a type of market that we are talking about. So if you have been into studying this type of stock and you set up a nice triangle, again, I go back to that word, because a stock that's moving, either the momentum is going to continue. This is most likely the product of maybe FOMO, fear of missing out. So some traders, the beginning of the year, oh, the stock move a certain way, and we have all of those millennials now that are in the market, right? So we have seen certain behavior, let's call it irrational exuberance in some of the stock that are just like, oh my goodness, are you serious? We saw that. I think we can show you the chart of the stock that was. Look at Fubo. So I want to go on the record here. No, I cannot go on the record, Begin. We will go on the record. You don't know anything about what's going to happen. But all I know is that plug is not going to continue all the way indefinitely higher. Yeah. Will they go to 100? They're going to reach a point where most likely in a week or so, each chart's going to be looking like the Fubo chart here. That's what stock do. So will you be in a position to take advantage of it? All right, so my read on plug, well, I didn't do a read on plug, so this is it here on TradingView. Yeah, what can I tell you? I can say, hey, get involved, get involved. The stock is trading at all-time high. I do not know why, yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's it. That all I know is that if this stock has options that are liquid or anything, I will know how to get involved, and I hope you do too. But do not get involved just merely from the perspective of every other trader out there. Oh, it's moving up. No, it's super extended. The upper Bollinger is at $56. The stock is trading at 70. Hello? Yeah, so if you need me to say more, I definitely will. But I'm hoping you are taking rather the knowledge on here, because we have talked about this pattern. We see a lot of this where there's just, oh, breakout. That breakout will last for a while, but at this stage, I would like really people who follow successful trading to doubly take advantage of this. Yeah. All right. Hopefully that helps on there. So what's the next one? FCell. FCell. Have I traded FCell in 2020? I did not think so. I'm not sure. I don't recall. So FCell. Let's see here. This is the daily chart. It's a breakout as well. Yeah. The previous high prior to 2021 was, I'm just looking at it here, December 23rd at $14. Yeah, and Lord behold, folks, well, this one, let's see, let's go back again to, let's return to, so FCell is trading at $20.66. Yeah, but here we can see, at least over the longer term, it's chart overall. The gap is 8% for a $20 stock. So meaning that you can see, for instance, that based on my criteria of above $20, FCell in 2020 would have never been part of our view here of this setup. But now it's above $20, so meaning we will be seeing FCell even further. So what is the industry for this one? Electrical equipment and parts. So is FCell and P-plug related at all? I'm not so sure. So I'm sorry. I'm just looking at something up here. Okay. So FCell. Let's go take a look at FCell. So yeah, this is a breakout. The upper Bollinger, it's at 17, and we are trading at $20. There I need to say more. So we have seen typical this type of stock on here. I mean, all they have, if there's momentum, they will just need to cool off. Sometimes they come back to typically they will come back to the exponential moving average 8. It may take some time. Sometimes it doesn't take time, and then they are off and going again. So trade accordingly, folks. Yeah. So that's that on here. And for this type of stock, because especially for a stock that's $15, $16, the so-called ATR, my friend, is not really a stable ATR, right? Because for instance, yesterday this stock went from 16.75 open to 19. That's more than $1. So these are the type of opportunities when you get into a trade like this, and you can really ride the momentum for substantial gains, right? Because the concept of, I don't even know how long has this stock been in circulation. Oh yeah, it's not so yeah. Oh man, this stock used to be valued at $200. Hello, yeah. So that was, I mean, we have to go back then. So the high ever, the all-time high ever, I don't know if they did a reverse split or something like that, because typically when you see some $640, March the 10th, 2014. Okay. That's a long way. That's a long way. So in the more recent, so if we just look at here in terms of quantitative analysis, to find the closest resistance that this thing could be going into, you see a lot of congestion here. How do you find resistance? It's a zone of price where the stock stayed sideways for the or has touches, not sideways necessarily. Here we have some sideways in the band of, let's say, between $20 and $22 thereabouts. Yeah. So, and this morning we're opening almost at 20.60. So if you had it, congratulations. If you caught this type of stock when they first did this, yeah, this first candle on here in November, oh, this is weekly, yeah, because that was a clear breakout. A breakout is a signal of new interest in the stock. So on the daily chart, what does it look like? Yep, November 16 on the daily chart, and that run from November 16, it went from $2.98, yeah, to $11.31. Yeah, so that's what attracts some people in penny stock. Us definitely know. You will not convince me to trade option with a $2 stock. I've done it. Trust me, I've done it. It's just too much wahala. So, but when a stock shows confirmation and start now printing $11, $12, and more, even so at $20, oh yeah, I will be eager to get interested in it and look at it more frequently. All right, so hopefully that answered the question there for FSL and plug. I was about to say PLUG. All right, Mr. Andrew, hopefully, and others, hopefully this answer your question. All right. Next on here on the list, actually, yeah, while we are still on ThinViz, so Intel. Okay, so you guys, nobody's talking about Intel, yeah? No, not that. I didn't even, maybe I didn't blink in my mind or something. So Intel is up $13, but nobody's asking about it. Okay, why? Okay, Intel is a known stock. If you have been trading option and maybe you haven't traded Intel, just like I haven't traded FSL or plug, but between the three, my friend, yeah, Intel will have had my attention more than anything. I didn't even see it. So Intel is up a whooping $12 this morning, trading at $60. What happened? Something, it popped recently, like, was it a week ago? I don't know if it was a week ago. I mean, really, folks? So if you're into GangstA trading, folks, and Intel doesn't have your attention, then I don't know. I don't know what to say. His stock is okay. In gaps, in trading gaps, using GangstA Trade or whatever, the bigger the gap, the better for us. Yeah. So if right now this morning you are like, oh my God, I miss Intel. Oh, I wish I had Intel. It moved too much. Okay. Well, if it moved too much, guess what? It's going to need to come down. Yeah. You will make money on puts. Yeah. So we absolutely have to trade Intel. It wasn't one of the one that I had in mind. I didn't even see. I don't know if this just happened. So let's find a little bit more about what's the bother or what's the attractiveness all of the sudden on Intel, because this has been a dog stock, right? Look at all the red here. What I mean, look in the span of between June and July, look how many downgrades. I told you yesterday about this, right? So how many downgrades that this stock had? Because Intel compared to, let's say, AMD, yeah, those are the rivals. We are not even going to bring in the leader of that sector, which is NVIDIA, at $500 and something. AMD at $100. So AMD used to be speaking about the $3, I think one of the first $3 stock or $5 stock that I traded option on was AMD, just because it had a huge retail following and so forth. So this morning on here, Intel jumping this much. Well, what is the thing? Qualcomm I challenge Apple. Intel with 1.4 billion did for cheap startup. Intel with 1.4. Okay. Okay, so that's the piece of news on here. Qualcomm Inc. said it will acquire Nuvia Inc., a chip startup funded by Apple, with plan to put the firm technology into smartphone. The deal make a big push, but why is it pertaining to Intel? I'm not so sure. Yeah, that's sometime with news. I'm hoping that is legit. If somebody can confirm, actually, we can just log into Discord. But okay, so the other one that's for me, I had in mind. This is a tiny stock. I'm not sure. Is it BHC? I'm not sure. I thought I saw it that it was gapping this morning. So let's go inside of our Power E-Trade to take a look at what's going on. Let me change screens on here as we have about 5 minutes or so to see what's going on. Can anybody confirm that what we are seeing on Intel is actually truth? It's not fake news from the people at Finviz? I mean, that would be harsh on people who are holding Intel options, because those are going to pay. Why? The reason for me I will get excited on Intel because I have knowledge on it. Intel, instead of me saying it, let me show you, because, well, the implied volatility will change, obviously, if that stock is up that much this morning, but it has historical low type of implied volatility. What is historical low type of implied volatility? You are talking in the 25%, compared to some of the stock that I've shown you recently on here, where you go to an option chain, just the sight of the implied volatility will make me go. If you know what this move is, do you know which movie this move is? A character react with an exclamation point. So let's go here. I don't know if we have Intel and our broader watch list to see what's going on. So volume in this morning, LNG, it's always with low volume in pre-market, right? So leading volume this morning, Intel, ladies and gentlemen, that's correct. Intel, so it's not fake news. If Intel is up 11% and I come in a pre-market show and I'm not leading with that story, then I don't know which stock. I'm telling you guys, again, you can think whatever you want on that. Not that other stock, they are not important, right? But if a stock like Intel is up 11% or 12% and you don't trade it, you're an option trader, and you are trading successful trading strategy and you don't trade it, yeah, I mean, it can go flat, yeah? That's possible, but we don't know that. Intel can go flat the entire day today, just stick at $60. That's possible. That's possible, but it's trading 12 million shares. Yeah, yeah. We've talked about on here that how do we know that a stock has momentum or volume? It's an indication. We've talked about that in pre-market. It's all relative, obviously, right? But that's where your knowledge, your familiarity with the stock will make it such that when you see a volume, you will say, "Oh, this is something unusual." Apple or Tesla having 1 million shares trading in pre-market is not a big deal. We have seen that here consistently, right? Because every single market, every single day, we analyze these results. But when we see Intel, 13 million shares of volume and on keep going, my friend, that's a lot of momentum. So we want to get Wild Wednesday, right? It doesn't get any wilder at the beginning than this. So now let's go into the option chain of Intel on here and take a look at which that I was implying. Okay, the 30-day average implied volatility on this. Look at this, 33%, yeah? This is one of the lowest one. Why? What does this mean? Like, because, okay, all of this, always, when I say something, what does it mean? How does it translate into which that we are doing? That means that the options are historically cheap. That's what it means, low implied volatility, right? So meaning that when a stock starts moving with low implied volatility, then those options tend to appreciate a great deal. Oh boy, and will they appreciate greatly here with Intel up 11%? Because, geez, I don't remember the last time. When was the last time? Even on an earnings, right? We have the quant analysis for pretty much all the stocks. Not all the stock, our small list of stock on here. We have Intel in there. I don't remember Intel jumping 11%, maybe once. Oh, down, yes, but not up. In any case. So this on here today, obviously, with this move, implied volatility is going to be higher, yeah? That because it's a function of the interest that traders have onto the stock. So that's going to be higher here. But still, after the jump, is in the 60s. Most stock that we have looked at recently, if let's say NEO, I'm sorry to take NEO as an example, but that's the closest thing. We looked at it yesterday. It will be in the 100%. 140% or so. This thing is still at 60. Yeah. So these are the type of stock that we want to see moving, and we trade. Well, any type of stock that's moving, we want to trade it, but especially when they have attractive implied volatility. So this morning, 60. So the 60 calls stock was yesterday at 53.24. They were trading for 2 cents. Imagine some checking them yesterday at 2 cents. And this is, well, this is not a much interest because somebody could be looking at this and say, hey, Telex, that open interest is awfully high. Yeah, maybe somebody knew something. Not maybe. I'm not sure typically, but we also know that this is monthly expiration, right? So January 21st, this January 21st doesn't mean the 21st of January. It means the third Friday of the month of January in the year 2021. That's how Power E-Trade goes about doing it. So this is actually January 15, meaning in 2 days' time. So these 2 cents here, my friends, going to be worth a lot more today. Geez, how much more? On here, if we try to apply our theory, will not quite work because really, let's see, I will need to go, let's say $6 further. So if we look at the 66, okay, so then let's say 2 cents times 6. That's 12 cents, but nah, they're gonna be worth more than that. They're gonna be worth close to maybe 60 cents, thereabout. So meaning we cannot get them in our GangstA. So what can we get here in our GangstA? So let's try to see here, GangstA trading this. Now you see after 62, they go by step of $2.5. So that's going to be tricky on there. So we can target 65 and 62.5 for 10. We don't want to overpay for them because this stock is extended, yeah? So 62.5, 65 calls on Intel for 10, 15 cents, thereabout. I mean, we can always adjust it. When we open and we're far away, let's say our limits is far away, we can adjust it to get into the trade. The one that we know that we're going to easily get in are the puts, right? Because the stock is moving in the opposite direction. So on here, what can we use for the puts? So let's say anything around 55, 56. Yeah, really, I mean, yeah, you can pick another one in between, but really for me, I'm going 55, 56 on Intel puts. And we are going to start offering 5 cents. Yeah, as of now, you can tell me, oh, Telex, but those yesterday, they were worth almost $2. Yes, my friend, but the stock has moved 11% in the opposite direction, yeah? These puts, they all gonna come down crumbling. For us, the idea on here that at the opening within the first 10, 15 minutes, people are eager to buy the stock. The value goes above 60s or whatever. These puts, they become super cheap. We are able to steal them for very little. Today is such a situation is a prime opportunity to put 1 cent bid on any one of these strikes, yeah, and you get in. And my friend, on a wild Wednesday, Lord behold. So it's 9:23. If there are no questions, I'm gonna stop there. The other stock that I thought was gapping that I wanted to show was Bosch and Lomb. Yes, because we have traded it before. They give a preliminary on their earnings, and so same thing on here. I mean, 52,000 shares is decent for this one, and the previous earning, we took a GangstA trade on it, which actually paid a lot. It took 2 days for it because it's one of those is a slow mover stock, but you can be patient with this if you get into this GangstA. So here at $24.52 on the call side, what can we try to get? We can try to get 20. Let's see, what are they offering on here? So the 25 were worth 9-10 cents yesterday. So those in here, they're gonna be a little bit expensive. Let's say they can be worth about close to 50 cents. So maybe 25.5 then for our usual 10, 15 cents, 10 to 20 cents. And then on the put side, last time on the earnings, when we made money, some of us, we made money here in our Discord room, it was on the put side. The stock was at $18 back then. And over the course of today, it really pulled back a lot. So on the put side here, we can look at anything, let's say 22. Yeah, the 22, 23, yeah, actually 23, starting at 23, 22.5, and for 5-10 cents. That's that setup on there. All right, so hopefully you are able to get something out of this one. They changed the CEO. Okay, thank you, sir. You see that story was in there on Finviz. Yes, because an activist recently, that stock popped literally. I think a week ago or so. An activist sent a letter asking for change, and the stock popped on that day. It's popped to maybe $49 on something, and then it retreated. So, here we go. That's how activists influence what's going on in the stock. So, yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, introducing new processors, 4 new processors is definitely something. And folks, which that happening on Intel is going to have an impact on both AMD and Nvidia, because they are direct competitors, right? So those are always proxy to Intel. We have had a scenario here where Intel had bad earnings and it drops minus 17%, Nvidia spark 17% just on that event itself. So it will be interesting on here over the next couple of days. Definitely Intel, it's on our board, but both Nvidia and AMD are proxies to that. We thank you, everybody. Let's give you about 4 minutes. Hopefully, we have a lot of a lot. Today is Wild Wednesday, so we have to be disciplined into not over trading. We have opportunities on here trading GangstA, so I need time to go put in my trade, and we will catch you on the next episode tomorrow, Thursday, also known as payday. Well, payday typically has been coming on Wednesday, so for us as of now, we don't have a payday, but we're trying to engineer one by the means of Intel, BHC, AMD, Nvidia, of the like. Thank you, everybody. We